It's a great day in SimWorld, everybody. Good morning and welcome to SimWorld Today. I'm B-Ron. Alongside me for this Friday, as per usual on Fridays, is Rick Blaze. What's going on, man? Good to have you here with me for this Friday episode.
B-Ron, what's up? It's good to be here. Good people, what's going down? It's Freaky Friday and players only live once. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead. Let's jump right into speaking of players, living only once, that kind of stuff. Kawhi Leonard's tenure with Team USA has come to an end. He's been replaced by Boston Celtic, Deririck White. And it seems like there's a little bit of drama surrounding the situation. There's something going on over there anyway. It's certainly an interesting um thing how it all went down. There's no real reasons for why. The only thing that the director Grant Hill said was, we felt we had to pivot and not to get into particulars in terms of what went into the decision, but we felt it was in our best interest, but also in the Clippers and Kawhi's best interest, moving in a different direction. Then went on to say that we tried it. I think we all tried, and we gave it a valiant effort, and unfortunately, we had to move forward. So, what do you make of this, Rick? There's more to this quote here, but I want to get your thoughts on just the initial kind of reaction and what you think is really going on, because I thought I saw something about Kawhi being injured possibly, and that might be what led to the decision. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all of this?
I mean, this is easy for me. This is the Clippers managed ownership saying, "I wish you would. I wish you would, Kawhi. I wish you would. Talking about you finna go play for the dream for USA Olympic team, and you playing 23 games a whole season, and I'm paying you $48 million a year. I wish you would." I wish you would. Tell me all of a sudden you healthy and you've been sitting out averaging 60 games per season on my team and I'm paying you $40 million a year for. I wish you would. And then Kawhi was like, I am. They're like, oh no, you're not. Oh no, you're not. They called him Team USA and said, guess what? Oh no, he not. You paying him $40 million? You gonna pick up this $40 million that we paying him so he can be sick the whole season and then play for y'all? Oh no, he not. And so that's what happened. And so Grant Hill said, oh, I guess he not. And so they called back and said, oh, I guess you not. And so now both parties saying, well, hell, no, he not. That's what happened. It will take a genius to figure that out. That's what happened. That's where we at. Now on the other side, B-Run, since you got me started,
Yeah.
you noticed that they picked up the Boston Celtics, Deririck White. They did not pick up the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown, who's been going on record that he will love nothing more than to play for the USA team. But let me tell you what the little issue with that is. The USA Dream Team is sponsored by the Nike team. And Jaylen Brown and Nike don't have the best of relationships right now. Jaylen Brown is going on record saying things about Nike. So guess what? When it's time to pick my players, guess who I'm not picking on the team? Jaylen Brown, because I'm Nike. Oh no, you not. Oh no, you not. So it's a oh no, you not all around right now, and rub it in to really make you mad. I'm gonna pick your player, your teammate, who's not better than you, but we're gonna pick him over you anyway. And Deririck White, come on, my man with that. Come on over here and play for the USA team. And Jaylen Brown, you go sit over there with your little contract. That's what's going on, and that's all I got.
Rick conspiracy theory blaze this morning. I like it though. I'm with it. I like it. I really don't know what to make of the situation. I do think that it might have something to do with the injury that he had. The knee injury in the playoffs and all that stuff. Maybe. Again, Grant Hill went on to say that I think he wanted to be here. Like all these guys want to be here, and we don't take that lightly at all. Went on to talk about it. Talked about speaks about the program, blah, blah, all that stuff. But look, fact of the matter is Deririck White replacing Kahwi Leonard. And I wonder what kind of impact Deririck White's going to have on the team and how he's going to gel with the team overall. Because, we've talked about it over the course of past few days about the team and, Cooper Flagg playing in a select pickup game with them and, the team going for gold and all that stuff. They played a game against Canada the other day where they started off slow and ended up getting the win. Yes, but personally, concerned about starting off slow there. That's the kind of thing you want to avoid when you get to the actual Olympics. Personally, but hey, what are your thoughts on all that though, Rick, before we move on properly?
I think all hoopla and all conspiracy theories aside, Derrick White is actually a good pickup for them. He's a guy who doesn't demand the ball on offense. He's a guy who's going to play hard 94 feet on defense. He's going to be that glue guy. He's going to pick up everybody. He's going to play hard on everybody. He's going to do all the intangible things that you need people to do to win ball games, and that's no different. He's a glorified dirty man workhorse, or dirty like Maestro would say, for the USA team, and I think that's a really good role for him. And the USA team could use somebody like that. So overall, I think it's a good pickup.
All right. Well,
Oh no, you're not.
Oh, I love it. Well, look, hey, no, it's funny. Well, look, speaking of, oh no, you're not. Paul Skenes, rookie pitcher for the Chicago White Sox. He's been doing extremely well since getting called up to the show. In his most recent start, he pitched 7 no-hit innings, and the Pirates 1-0 win over the Brewers. And he threw 65 other 79 pitches for strikes, and he tied his career high with 11 strikeouts. And this just continues to, again, like I said, impress in his time. He's in his first 11 starts, he's 6-0 with an ERA of 1.9. That is insane production from someone who's just getting his feet wet in the pros. He's already going to be an all-star too. This is insane, Rick. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean the guy, and if you look at it, not only is he pitching well, but he's throwing gas out there. He's getting up to 99, sometimes hitting a century mark with those throws. So he's overpowering these players with the arm, man. Good stuff. And it's teams like the Pittsburgh Pirates. You like to see good things happen for them, because winning is not always what happens for teams like that. But it's just sad that Skenes is going to become a really good player, and then he's going to end up just getting outbid, and the Yankees are going to buy him out and pay him $30, $45, $50 million a year, and the Pirates are going to lose him in 2 years. So we know how this works. It works all the time like this. But Skenes is the real deal, and so the Red Sox and the Yankees are going to be having him really, really soon on their squad.
I was thinking the same thing you were, honestly. I was thinking the same thing you were, because like you said, we see it all the time with a lot of these, smaller teams who unfortunately aren't competitive, and these players, wanting to play for winners and be on, the right side history and all that stuff, they want to go to a winning team, or a team with a little more history of winning, let's say, recently anyway.
Come to the Astros.
And,
the Astros.
Well, if you don't feel if you like banging on trash cans, sure, you can do that. But I would advise against that. No, but for real though, I mean, this is a impressive run from Skenes here, and it's one of those things where it makes you think, like, where does his performance kind of put him in that early talk for even rookie of the year, depending on how long he stays up at the major league level too. Because if you get to use a pitch like this, which I don't foresee happening, because everyone's going to go through their ups and downs in a season, but if you get to use the pitch at this higher level, let's say for a good period of time after the All-Star break, where does this kind of put him in that rookie of the year running? Because personally, I would feel like if he gets to use a pitch like this, then he's gonna, I don't want us to be a shoo-in, but he'll be in that top, let's say, 3 vote getter discussion when it comes that time of year.
Yeah, if you're winning games for the Pittsburgh Pirates as a pitcher, then you deserve to be rookie of the year. Because let's just face it, winning games for these types of teams are at a premium. So if you come in a rookie year and you make this team, at least for every time you take them out, a serious team to have a chance to win, I think you deserve Rookie of the Year. So I think if he continues to play the way he's been playing, of course he's going to get rocked here and there, and that's the way it goes. But I think his shot is just as good as anybody else's if he stays healthy to get Rookie of the Year for sure.
Yeah, most definitely agree with you there. Well, look, let's move on because we have one more thing to discuss for the day, and it involves SimWorld Prep because we got some changes potentially coming again as the league continues to evaluate things over the course of the offseason. We had a lot of new talent make their eligibility cases and get the paperwork for them to be joining SimWorld Prep over the last few days and that kind of stuff. And the league has been considering, it's not confirmed yet, but they are considering expanding the roster size from 8 to 9 after dropping it from 10 to 8 just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Personally, Rick, I think that this is the right decision to make. Just because, you know, I think if 8 was what was a sweet spot, like 9 is still in that sweet spot range when you're talking about, you know, rotations and making sure everybody gets adequate playing time and all that kind of stuff. But what do you think about the decision of possibly going from 8 to 9 roster spots?
Well, coming from a person of experience, of roster spot experience, I've once had a roster of about, you know, a certain number, and I had to drop the roster, my roster down to, and then I picked up some more things on my roster, and so I picked my roster back up. I think 9 is a funky number there. I'm going to be honest. 9 is a funky number. I say let's go with 8 and a possible. It's like spades. I see 8 and possible. And let's just see how that works. I say let's fill a roster up with 8. Let's make no official decisions, and then if 9 ends up being the number that we have to hit because of the talent, which is a great deal, it's a good problem to have. Because if you're looking to go back on what you said before, that means that you have an excerpt of talent that came into the system, which is fantastic. I say leave it at 8 for now, and let's see where we are. You know, like playing spades, I'm gonna say 8 and a possible, not necessarily 9 just yet.
So, but how the question is though with that, how long do you wait, Rick, to make that decision? Because the season's going to be starting here, I'd imagine, around, let's say, September, maybe even December, if it's anything like last season. You know, how long do you wait to make that decision? Because remember, there's no official games that are going to be happening, so you're not going to get to really see how it plays out until it's too late. Until it's too late, if that makes sense. You can't make that change in the middle of the season.
No, you can't. So I mean, I don't know when to make the decision be run. That's out of my pay scale.
Of course,
that's not what I do.
Mine too.
I'm just saying 8 and a possible be run, so they can do what they want to do with the information. They can go 9. They can keep it 8. That's beyond me.
Well, going from 8 to 9, how do you foresee that playing out in terms of rotations and usage and that kind of stuff? Because, you know, when you talk about, when you look at last season, you see some players getting, you know, averaging. I'm not looking at it offhand, but let's say 5 minutes per game. You know, that how does that bode for players' confidence coming into the season when everybody was kind of excited about possibly getting more minutes, and now it's like, oh wait, now we're going to be getting less minutes. I saw something earlier this morning when I was getting for the show, and I saw somebody say, while you're essentially, you know, while you're extending the roster to 8 or to 9, why not extend the quarter lanes too?
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. The quarter lanes
No,
part, but
no, nothing.
Going buff 8 to 9 is a big deal. I know it's only one number, but it's a big deal when you talk about playing time, because you're talking about 5 people on the court and 3 people off the bench, right? So that goes those 3 people a lot of really good minutes coming off that bench. When you extend it to 9, then you know those minutes can get cut, right? Dramatically in some instances. I still think 9 is a good number. I think 8 is a great number if you're from a player's perspective. But from a coach, I think the players want 8. I think the coaches want 9. I think that's where we are.
Yeah, right.
The coaches want 9. The coaches want as many bodies as they can to give them more opportunities to get it right and to win. And I think the players selfishly want as less bodies as possible so they can get as many opportunities as possible. So again, I'm staying with I stick with 8.5. So I don't know if that's 8 players and then one really small player. I don't know how that goes. Maybe some all-time player that just rotates. I have no idea, but I'm just gonna stick
All-time
with
player.
8.5. Yeah, I let them figure out the difference. 8.5.
Yeah, look, we'll let them figure it out. All I know is we're out of time this morning. Thank you for joining us on SimWorld today, this morning on the Friday episode. I'll be back on Monday to host the show. We'll see who's going to join me on the Monday episode. Thank you, Rick, for joining me this morning on Friday. And remember, tomorrow at 1 p.m., you guys, McDonald's All-American festivities begin. All-Star Game, dunk contest, 3-point shooter, all that good stuff. You can find it here on SimWorld TV on YouTube. Be sure to stay here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to know when all our videos, shows, games, and streams, all that good stuff go live for you all here. Remember, SimWorld is the only place where you can see the game, be the game. I'll see you on Monday.
This has been a presentation of SimWorld